In my last two lectures, we have studied 6 properties of Z transform. In this lecture, we will study 7th property of Z transform, that is convolution property. This property says that if Z transform of discrete signal x of n is, say, x of z, and Z transform of another discrete signal y of n is, say, y of z, then convolution between these two discrete signals, that is x of n star y of n, that is convolution between x of n and y of n, the Z transform of this is equal to x of z dot y of z, that is product of corresponding Z transforms. We'll consider the ROC of this is with ROC, say R1. Let the ROC of this signal is R2. The ROC of Z transform of the convolved signal is with ROC at least R1 intersection R2. We know that convolution between two discrete signals, that is x of n star y of n, is given by summation k varies from minus infinity to infinity x of k y of n minus k. We'll call it as equation number 1. Therefore, Z transform of x of n star y of n is equal to summation n varies from minus infinity to infinity. Now the input signal is x of n star y of n, that is nothing but this expression, that is summation k is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k y of n minus k z power minus n, summation with n variable, that is interchanging the order of summation, that is equal to summation k is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k. Now I will write the another summation, that is n is equal to minus infinity to infinity y of n minus k z power minus n. We'll simplify further. Put n minus k is equal to L. Therefore, from this we can say n is equal to L plus k. Now we'll write the previous equation as summation k varies from minus infinity to infinity x of k. Now we have another summation, that is the variable n is replaced by L, that is L varies from minus infinity to infinity y of n minus k. So n minus k is nothing but L, y of L z power minus n. N is nothing but L plus k, that is L plus k. Rewriting this expression as k is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k summation L varies from minus infinity to infinity, that is y of L z power minus L z power minus k. So this can be represented as k is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k. Now I will write this z power minus k into first summation, that is z power minus k summation L varies from minus infinity to infinity y of L z power minus L. So now we know that this is nothing but the z transform of discrete signal, say x of k, which is nothing but x of z. The z transform of this is nothing but the z transform of discrete signal y of L, that is nothing but y of z. Therefore z transform of x of n star y of n is x of z y of z. Consider the another property, that is accumulation property. This property says that if z transform of any discrete signal x of n is, say, x of z, then z transform of k is equal to minus infinity to n x of k. So this is nothing but accumulation of samples. The z transform of this is given by 1 over 1 minus z inverse x of z. We know that z transform of x of n is equal to x of z, which is nothing but summation n varies from minus infinity to infinity x of n z power minus n. Now let's find the z transform of this signal, that is z transform of summation k is equal to minus infinity to n x of k is equal to summation, that is first summation is this one, n is equal to minus infinity to infinity, and here the input signal x of n is nothing but summation k varies from minus infinity to n x of k z power minus n. Now put n minus k is equal to, say, some other variable L. So from this I can write n is equal to L plus k and k is equal to n minus L. Now I will try to replace this n variable and k variable as summation. Here n, I will replace this n variable by L plus k, that is L plus k is equal to minus infinity to L plus k is equal to plus infinity summation. Similarly here I will try to replace this k variable by n minus L, that is n minus L is equal to minus infinity, that is n minus L is equal to n x of k z power minus n is nothing but L plus k. Now I can simplify this further as summation. I will take it as k is equal to minus infinity minus L to k is equal to plus infinity minus L summation. Similarly here I can write it as L is equal to, that is if I take L on right side, then it will become n plus infinity. L is equal to n plus infinity to L is equal to, here it is n minus n, that is n minus n x of k z power, here it is minus L dot z power minus k. So this can be further simplified as, we know that minus infinity minus something is infinity itself. Similarly, infinity minus L is infinity itself. Therefore, this is k is equal to minus infinity to infinity. Here, infinity plus any value is infinity itself. That is, L is equal to infinity to L is equal to, here n minus n is 0. We have x of k z power minus L z power minus k. Further, I can simplify this as summation k is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k z power minus k summation. This can be represented as L is equal to 0 to infinity, that is same as this limit. Here I can write z power minus L. So here this term is nothing but z transform of discrete signal x of k, that can be represented as x of z dot, I can represent this as L is equal to 0 to infinity z inverse power L. So this can be simplified as x of z. By infinite sum formula, I can represent this as 1 upon 1 minus z inverse. The z transform of accumulated signal, that is minus infinity to infinity x of k, its z transform is 1 upon 1 minus z inverse x of z. Thus this property is proved. Now consider the another property, that is differentiation in the z domain. This property says that if z transform of any discrete signal x of n is x of z, with ROC say R, then z transform of n x of n, its z transform will be minus z differentiation of x of z with respect to z having same ROC, that is with ROC is equal to R. So this property is also known as multiplication by n property. That is, here we are multiplying the signal x of n with n. Let us prove this property. Proof. We know that z transform of any discrete signal x of n is x of z, which is nothing but summation n varies from minus infinity to infinity x of n z power minus n. Now differentiating above equation with respect to z, that is, we will get it as differentiation of x of z is differentiation of x of z with respect to z is equal to, the summation is kept as it is, n is equal to minus infinity to infinity that is x of n is kept as it is. Differentiation of z power minus n is minus n z power minus 1. So this can be further simplified as summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n minus n z power minus n dot z power minus 1. Be further simplified as I'll take this minus and z inverse out of the summation, that is minus z inverse summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. So this will be n x of n z power minus n. Further I will continue here. Further I can simplify it as on LHS we have d differentiation of x of z with respect to z is equal to minus z inverse. So here this term is nothing but z transform of n x of n, that is z transform of n x of n. So now I will take this minus z inverse on left hand side. Therefore I can write z transform of is equal to, I'll take this z inverse on left side, that z inverse differentiation of x of z with respect to z. Therefore z transform of n x of n is equal to minus z differentiation of x of z by dz. Thus the property is proved. In my next lecture, I have explained initial value theorem and final value theorem. Thank you for watching.